So I just built an e-commerce website completely from scratch that helped a company make 17,000 Rand in 2 days. And I built it all entirely using Claude code. And what I'm going to show you today is how you can leverage AI in such a way that you can build stunning websites and create value for your clients at the same time. But I'm not just going to practically show you this. I'm going to actually give you the exact lessons that I used along the way building this exact website so that you are able to apply these exact same frameworks as you use Claude code to build future projects that are going to be able to make you revenue and make your clients revenue at the same time. So this is the website we have here, and this is a fully functional e-commerce website for a Christian merchandise store. And what you will start to see in this website is that this website is really clean, really minimalistic, and actually matches the brand identity of the organization. And so the beautiful thing about this website is that we also have access to an admin console. And as you can see on the admin console, it tells you everything about how much revenue we've made. This was what we've made actually in the past 2 days. It's only been live for 2 days now, and this is where we currently are at. And you have a whole bunch of different features that you have in the back end. And so what I'm going to show you is not necessarily how to create a website like this, because I do have other projects that I've done as well. For example, I have this one right here. And the beauty of this one as well is, as you can see, this is the front end of the web page, and you can see it's for a furniture company, and they have access to a gallery, a product catalog, which is all managed by a backend as well. And the beauty of these websites is that these provide a professional feel to the clients. And this website over here has actually generated them more than 30,000 Rand in the past month. So the first thing to note is that you don't need to know how to write a single line of code to be able to build websites like these because of AI. However, you do need to understand how websites work in order to be able to effectively create them in such a way that the website doesn't just fall apart when clients click on it. Now, how does a website work? You have two sides of a website. The first side is the front end, and the second side is the back end. The front end is every part of the website that you can see and touch. So this includes your home page, your products page, your checkout screen. Everything that the client can see and click on the website is considered to be your front end. However, your back end is actually the part that the staff of the company or the internal organization deals with. And this is payment handling, process handling, looking at dashboards to see analytics, accessing your database, accessing your APIs. And all of that happens from the back end. And if you remember the website I recently showed you, you were able to see in the back end that you had access to different features, your products page, your dashboard. And so the back end is not what the client sees, but what the service provider sees in order to be able to better service their clients. And the beauty of being able to create websites that offer value is understanding how to create the front end to the benefit of the consumer and create the back end to the best possible benefit of the producer, so that the both of them are able to provide feedback. So for example, the front end user would provide feedback that the back end user would be able to track to make the website much better. And so those are just some things to be aware of. The second lesson I learned is that since you're using an agent like Claude Code, you could also use Anti-Gravity or Codex, but preferably Claude Code. If you're using an agent like Claude Code, learn how to effectively prompt it so that you're able to actually get the best possible result that you're looking for. Claude Code has the ability to actually be a specialist in any field that you are looking for it to specialize in. For example, if you wanted to be a specialist in e-commerce website design or in brand logo design, then it can do that. However, the trick is to be able to understand that Claude Code does not have all the knowledge it needs within itself to be able to create websites of this quality. So you need to be able to leverage stuff known as skills and also leverage competitor data. For example, if you know of competitors, global competitors, who are doing really well with a particular website design, it's always good to copy their links and include them in your prompts so that your AI agent has much more context around what it needs to build for you and how best it can effectively execute that. The better able you are at providing context, then the better the AI agent will be at understanding what you're giving it and providing a better output that you are looking for. So here's a practical illustration of what a good prompting framework actually looks like. So the first thing I'd recommend is giving it a role, right? So for example, in the case of designing a website, you'd want it to be a brilliant web developer who understands how to effectively build secure websites that look stunning and are brilliantly designed, right? So the role needs to be as elaborate as possible so that when you actually receive the output, the agent is able to actually specialize itself in a particular field and immerse itself in as much knowledge as it has about that field as possible. So the better the descriptive language you have around that subject, the better it gets. And the next that you'd want to have is the context. So the context would include what is the project about, what is the setting, who are you creating it for, who is the person you're creating it for, what do they do, what is their service, what skills are associated with this, you know. And the next thing that you'd want to include is then the actual task. I actually go more in depth with this on my prompting framework in my free AI training workshop. So if you'd like to be a part of that, then just comment the word workshop and I'll let you know when the next one is happening. And going forward, we then have my third point. And my third point actually rides really, really well with my last one. And it's simply this: the quality of your response is largely influenced by the quality of your prompt. So the better quality your prompt is, the better quality your response is. And by better quality, I don't mean more words equals better prompt. I mean better detail equals better prompt. So learn to be more specific and detailed to what you are looking for. Understand what each feature of a website is. For example, I had to learn that section that scrolls on its own is called a marquee. And a marquee is designed to actually keep moving. So understand the different elements of a website so that you're better equipped to be able to provide effective and accurate language on what it needs to change and what it needs to implement. My fourth point is what allowed me to create websites that didn't just look fancy, but spoke to the exact brand identity and brand voicing of the companies I worked with, and actually spoke to the exact client base. So what am I talking about? Get to understand the brand voice of the clients that you're working with. Understand who they are, what is their background, where do they come from, who are they targeting, what do they believe in. These things really matter because it doesn't just influence the design of your website, it influences the overall feel and language of the entire thing, which matters more, much more than whether or not the website looks pretty. And the whole idea behind that is that as you begin to reach and gain and extract more from what they want and who they are as a brand, you're able to actually better portray a better picture of them online. So get to understand their brand identity. But how do you do that? I would recommend that you build a form that asks them all of the relevant questions relating to their brand. Who are they? What do they believe in? What is the background? How were they created? What is their story? Who are they targeting? What problem are they solving? Ask as many of these questions as you can, because the language that you get in the response to all of these questions is what you can put together throughout the website to be able to create a website that doesn't just speak to a beautiful piece that stays online, but actually is a functional tool that they can use to actually just show people who they are without having to say a single word. My fifth point is simply this, and this was a hack that was actually a lifesaver for me. Use AI. And not just by AI, I don't just mean Claude Code, but you can use a combination of different tools like Perplexity, Grok, and all of these AI research, especially research models that are out there. But use AI to be able to recommend you tools to use in your website. What do I mean by that? I needed to be able to see who's on the website live, who is clicking on what, and where am I losing clients. So I didn't know what tools to use. So I was able to ask based on the objective that I was looking for. And I was then able to then receive a result that then told me that what I was looking for was something known as a heat map tracker. And what a heat map tracker does is it looks through your website all the time and tells you who's clicking where, what are they clicking on, and where are they located in the website. That allows you to actually track how many people have logged onto your website without signing in, how many people have joined and left before paying for the actual service. And this is very important data to have. And it's not just about these features, but it's more about understanding the fact that as you build a website, there's going to be elements of it that you actually don't know. And it's okay to actually ask the AI agent or ask the AI tool that you're using what the best tools are for that task, not just based on the functionality that you're looking for, but also aligned with the budget that you're currently working with. And last, but certainly not least, understand which model to use for which task. And I cannot stress the importance of this, especially when you use Claude Code. You don't have unlimited credits, which means that you will either start eating into your extra credits that you've loaded up, or you will finish that session limit in less than 5 hours if you don't understand how to do this. Don't use Fable 5 or Opus for every single task. It's important to gauge the weight and difficulty of each task in order to be able to understand what tools to use when. And when you understand this, you're then able to effectively use models that are best suited for each task. For example, if you're just planning out the layout of the website, use Sonnet. But if you're actually building out the entire framework of the website, use Opus, right? And if you find that you're actually building a heightened layout of the website that requires intense research from competitor analysis, then you can just increase the effort level. But if you find that the type of website that you're creating is agentic and relies heavily on hosting AI systems and all of that stuff, then I'd recommend using Fable agents. But the point that I'm really trying to create here is the better you understand your AI models, the better effectively you can save credits as you build these projects, allowing you to actually last longer, building more and being more productive than finishing all of your credits within 1 hour of that 5-hour session limit. Anyway, those are all the practical lessons and frameworks that I applied throughout building these websites that allowed me to see the results that I'm currently seeing. And if you'd like to learn how you can leverage AI, not just on building websites, but on leveraging it to build systems and build products that are actually going to make you revenue and deliver value for maybe the places that you're working or the people that you're working with, then comment the word workshop. And my AI training workshop is completely free, and it's going to teach you the practical frameworks and basics of how to be able to leverage more advanced AI tools and gain a deeper understanding on how you can actually leverage the full potential of the tools that you're currently using at probably 10% capacity. So comment the word workshop if you want to be involved with that. But until then, just like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.